Hey guys, I tried uploading something a while ago and it was like way super slow, way beyond anything that's normal, just so slow. But I'm just, hey, you know what? I'm reporting in. Um, the birds were singing outside the window here at 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, yay! I took it as a good omen. And I heard some couple times, there's been good news, and it sounded almost like we were supposed to be, finally getting a break from the war and not having to, be walking down that path anymore, so we can move on from that and get some of our actual work done. And but yesterday was our last meat day, and today is, I think, our last fish day, and we're going to be veggie after that. And I think we'll be meeting our goals, about diet and fasting and all that stuff pretty quickly. Um, as far as what's going on with the enemy and all that stuff, I heard an awful lot of different stuff today. Our perception is continuing to change, and things are clearer. There's much greater clarity regarding a whole bunch of stuff and different people and stuff. But you know what? The same is true about all the people out there that on the other side of this, I guess. And whatever the lies were that was being told about me, that obviously is, those are all falling down now, and so there's greater clarity about who's who and what's what, and if there's living things amongst the dead, or whatever you might want, however you might want to put it. But yeah, so we're just happy that we're going to be able to continue moving up, and we've been receiving further upgrades and improvements. And of course, our goal is to continue on in our process of recovery and rebuilding, restorations, refurbishment, etc., repair. Um, I heard there was, as part of the change, we don't have any more energy leaks. That's great. That's fantastic. That'll make a great difference. Um, and well, you know what? Uh, what I see in most of the witches out there that are speaking as though God, my God, is speaking to them with instruction and philosophy or something. um, they seem very similar, even though they look different. They seem extremely similar in their makeup, in their goals, in what they're trying to achieve, I suppose. Um, um, yeah, yeah. It's a lot easier to tell the night from the day at this point. And I look around, I'm like, dang, there seems to be an awful lot of night around. She sees so much. Um, but I'm just grateful that everything's going well and peace is pervading me and all that is around me and anything connected to me. I'm very happy about all that stuff. It's better than how things were going before. Um, I I'm just not going to dignify this other stuff where, again, I rebuke any kingdom marriages or partnerships with anything of the kingdom of darkness, anything that's of the enemy. It's just, it's in other words, I'm not going to get married or partnered with anything that's not day. It's not already for me. If I'm a white person, I'm not partnering with the black. If I'm of the light, I'm not partnering with the dark. So yeah, we're trying to. hopefully we've reached a point, and if not now, it'll be very soon that we'll get to that point where it's like, oh, okay, obviously, yeah, it's time to move on, because those kinds of combinations don't work. Not in my book, not for me, not the way I prefer to be and the way I envision things. And again, I don't, I don't know anything about the that what if that's love. Well, thanks anyway, but no thanks. That's just the easiest way to put it. And as far as creatures of the night issuing recriminations towards me, the night's going to burn as far as I know. Jim keeps on calling for the night to be set on fire. Yeah, but I've never understood really, what that should accomplish, except, I mean, well, we'll find out at some point. But yeah, it'd be great if we finally have reached that point where we're allowed to move on without other gods that aren't mine trying to force me into a union with something that's not my kind. It's certainly, in other words, if it's not approved by the heavens, okay, it's just no way we're going to take it on. We're not taking on death. We're not taking on the evil. We're not marrying. We're not going to marry the evil dead or anything like it. So we're going to move on from that, and we're going to keep on climbing, and we're going to keep on going up. And again, this whole thing about the left and the right, okay, since the devastation and the great falling away and all that, I can't tell you what all we had here before, but I remember, things being more like this than the other way around. It's just a more straightforward, calm type of deal, which is what we were always used to doing. This other thing, it just doesn't. We don't like fire. Never really have enjoyed that at all. I think it's just not my deal, not my bag, man. Let's see. What is there? There's nothing really I need to cover. Been making notes of things. And it's just like all adding up. It's sort of like helping me to continue on my realization of these things. But like I've been putting most of my notes in quotes or to paraphrase it and such, and to make sure we're not making notations. So anyway, guys, listen, thanks very much for your love and your support. We're going to be progressing. We have been. And I'm very happy to know that we're continuing up, that we're continuing to advance, and that heaven makes us given to prospering and winning in all situations and circumstances. That poverty is being deleted from us and defeated for us in all its forms. And again, that heaven has replaced all that was black here with white. I'll tell you, those grays out there, try to lighten up. You don't want to be too dark of a gray in the day. Thanks again so very much. And I think, I think we'll be seeing each other real soon now. Those that, these others, just keep on going. Thanks very much for whatever it is you thought you were doing here, but just please let go and leave off and move on. And for God's sakes, whenever you don't even have the ability to pick up the phone and call them after 20 damned years has gone by, it's time to let it go, huh? So, all right, guys, thanks again. And again, Hannah, thanks again for your entertaining videos. and thoughts and all that today. Real fun stuff. That girl's a card. And thanks to all of you of the day, all of you that do love us sincerely, and haven't noticed what sincerely means. That can't be misconstrued in any way. So again, thanks so very much. We'll talk to you real soon.